YouTube family, it's your girl maimaimaired. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Natasha GLAM palette right here. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to review this palette. I'm going to do an eye look with the palette, and then I have a few other palettes that I want to compare to see if you have those palettes. Is this palette worth getting? Now, a little bit about this palette. I wasn't going to get it at first. I looked at the palette, I looked at my skin tone, looked at the palette, looked at my skin tone, and I was thinking, nah. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try, and if it don't work, I can always return it and get my money back. So yeah, you guys. So like I said, I'm reviewing the Natasha GLAM palette right here. Here's the packaging. Here's what it looks like right here. Here's the colors. So yeah, you guys, you see why I was hesitant to purchase this palette. Like I said, my deep skin tone and in this palette. But you guys, the colors is a little bit darker in person than it's appearing on camera, and darker than what it appears on the website. So yeah, you guys, so let's get into it. I'm going to do an eye look. Alright, you guys, so I already have my base done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Wet n Wild concealer and just prime my lids with it. And then I'm going to pat that in. Just give me an even base. If you guys hear that noise, that is my fan. It is super hot, you guys. Okay, now that I have that all blended out, so I'll use that concealer as my primer. So now I'm going to take, okay, so this color right here says transition color, but we all know this is no transition color for my deeper skin sisters, and it's not a transition color for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use that particular color that says transition, and then just set the concealer that I put on my eyelids. Alright, you guys, now that I have that set, I'm going to go in with a crease brush right here, and I'm going to take, I guess this color right here that says smoke, and I'm going to use that as my transition color. So you guys know how I do. I'm just going to press. Ooh, that's a lot darker than I thought. And I'm just going to blend that out and do my circular motions. So yeah, you guys, it come off a lot darker on the eyelid than it looks in the pan. So that's a good thing. So yeah, so that's what we're looking like right there. Do the other lid. Use that as my transition color. And like I said, you guys, I didn't think this color was going to be as dark as it is, but it's pretty dark. It looks like the little brown in the pan, but when you put it on the lid, it come off on the lid much, much darker. So that's a good thing. Alright, you guys, so now that I have that blended in, I don't know if this is going to have fallout, but like I said, I already have my base done. So I'm going to just take my Too Faced glitter glue right here. And just pat that on my lid. And I'm going to take this center eyelid color right here. And I'm going to put that like in the inner corner or the inner part of my lid. It's very pigmented, you guys. It's very pretty. This is showing up very well. So with this palette, I'm just thinking like some of the colors that saying is used for transition colors, you guys, you're just going to have to either use them to like set your concealer, or you can use them to blend out a color if you went in too pigmented with that color. But yeah, you guys, so far so good. Alright, so here's what we're looking like right here. So now I'm going to take this outer lid color right here. So I took the center eyelid color, and now I'm going to take the outer lid color right here. Wipe my hands so I don't mix the colors. And just pat that on the outer and a little bit above my crease. So yeah, you guys, this is a nice everyday, every night smoky palette. It's very pretty. And I'm going to go back in some more with that center eyelid color. I'm getting a little bit of fallout, but not that much. I should have went back in with my glitter glue, but it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. Take this color one more time and just put it out on my outer. And I'm gonna wipe my hands, and then I'm gonna just take my I'm just gonna take my pinky finger and blend in the corner, and then blend in those two colors. So here's what we're looking like so far. I hope you guys could see it. It's very pretty, like very smoky, silvery. And then I'm going to take my crease brush again and go back in with that smoke color, which was right here. And just smoke that top out. Let me move up a little bit so you guys can see. Alright. So here's what we're looking like. Yeah, you guys, this is a very pretty palette. I hope it's picking up. It's very pretty. Come close and look down so you guys can see. This is a very nice everyday palette. And like I said, I thought the colors weren't going to show up on my skin tone, but they're showing up. But like I said, some of these transitions and crease colors not going to work, so I'm either have to set my concealer with it or use it to blend out another color. But for the most part, the palette is pretty good. So far, so good. Alright, you guys, so now I'm going to take another little just fluffy brush right here and go in with this transition color right here, and I'm just going to use that for my brow bone. So here's what we're looking like so far, guys. Very nice. I'm going to go back in with that smoke color just to smoke it out a little bit more. Alright, so now I'm going to take this pencil brush right here, and I'm going to go in with this lash line color, and I'm going to do just that. I'm going to put it on my lash line. Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to put it on my waterline. My waterline, not the lash line. Then I'm taking it a little bit in the crease. Right there. Alright, you guys, so this is what we're looking like so far. I hope you guys can see it. I think it's very pretty, very beautiful, very smoky. So yeah, you guys, this is very pretty. So far, so good. Alright, so now I'm going to grab my Mario Badescu spray. And I'm going to spray my pencil brush right here. And then I'm going to go in with this, which one? This one right here, this inner corner lid color, and I'm going to use it for just that, my inner corner. Yeah, you guys, so this is what we're looking like right here. Very pretty, very beautiful, very smoky. I really like it. It's very pretty. Like I said, just some of the transition colors. You're not going to be able to use them for transition colors, but you can use them to blend out other colors. And yeah, you guys, you don't have to follow the rules, center eyelid, outer eyelid. That's just a reference guide, you know, you guys. So yeah, this is a pretty nice palette. It's better than I thought, because like I said, when I was looking at the palette online, looking at my skin tone, looking at the palette, looking at my skin tone, I'm like, this is not going to work. But I'm happy I took a chance, you guys, and it's working pretty nicely. Alright, so you guys, this is what we're looking like right here. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to do the other eye. And then we're going to come back with some comparisons to some other palettes that I have that I felt like might be comparable. I don't know, because I didn't compare them or anything. I just put out a few palettes that I felt like could compare, or I was hearing, you know, on YouTube that could be comparable. So you guys, please don't go nowhere, and I'll be right back when my other eye finished with my mascara and my lipstick, and we're going to get into the comparisons and the swatches. Be right back. Alright, YouTube family, I'm back. So here is the eye look. Very pretty, very easy, very beautiful. So off camera, I just, of course, added my Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. And you guys know what this look like by now. I went in with my MAC Ruby Woo lip pencil right here, and then also I went in with my Retro Matte Ruby Woo lipstick, and you guys know what that look like right here. So that's what it looks like, you guys. So yeah, I think the eye look came out very beautiful, very pretty, very easy. I mean, it's kind of foul proof. Either you can go by the instructions, I should say, the layout, or you can mix it up, you guys. So yeah, I'm happy I got the palette, because like I said, at first I wasn't going to get the palette. I looked at myself, looked at the palette, looked at myself, looked at the palette. I'm like, okay, it didn't look like it was deep girl skin friendly, but yeah, it's okay. Like I said, some of the colors you can't use them for transition. I don't know why is my camera acting like that today. Some of the colors you can't use them for transition colors or anything like that. But like I said, you can use them to set your lid and use them to do other things with. So yeah, you guys. So like I was saying, I put out a few other palettes that I felt like that might be comparable. And you guys, yeah, just so we can just swatch and look at other palettes that might be comparable to the Natasha Denona Glam palette. So of course, the first one that I'm going to compare it to is the Natasha Denona Mini Glam palette. And here's what it looked like right here. Very pretty. I love this palette. So I'm going to try to show you guys this together. So here's what the color, you know what, that's not working. So let me try another way. Alright, you guys, so here is the Glam palette right here. And then this is the Mini Glam palette right here. So here you guys, so I'm just going to look at both palettes and I'm going to let you guys know if it's anything comparable. But we already know this is like a nice complementary palette to the mid-size Glam palette. So let's see what we got here. So of course I'm going to swatch the Glam palette up top, and then I'm going to swatch the other palettes that I'm comparing the Glam palette to under. So okay, let's see. Alright, so this dark brown is really not a dark brown, but it's a brown. So I'm going to just swatch those two. So yeah, the one in the Mini Glam is like darker. So this is the brown in the Glam palette, and then this is the brown in the Mini Glam palette. You can see this is a deep brown, but it's much cooler tone than the one that's in the Mini Glam palette. So okay, what other ones do we have? Okay, the one that says blend right here. So I'm going to swatch this one right here that says for blend. I'm going to swatch that at the top. So this is the one that's blend from the mid-size Glam palette. And then the one right here in the Mini Glam palette, let's see, I'm going to swatch this one right here. So mid-size Glam is at the top, Mini Glam gonna be under. Let's swatch. So yeah, you guys, these are not the same. Like I said, so this is Mini Glam, this is the mid-size Glam. So yeah, those are not the same, you guys. So yeah, but it is still, like I said, a nice complementary palette. So now I'm going to take, let me see, the outer is the outer lid color. Well, both of them is outer lid. So I'm going to take this outer lid color right here, and then also this outer lid color right here. So I'm going to swatch them two against one that's in this palette, in the Mini Glam palette, against this one right here. Alright, so this is the outer lid color at the top. And then it's another outer lid color in the palette, which is in the bottom row. So these two right here is from the mid-size Glam. And then I just wanted to compare it to the Mini Glam right here, to this shade. So yeah, you guys, those are totally different. So yeah, this is just a nice comparable palette right here to the mid-size Glam, because they're not the same. I don't really see any colors in here that's the same, and really no colors in here that'll look like the same on your eyelid. So yeah, you guys, if you have the Mini Glam, I think this will be a nice addition to that palette. So yeah, you guys, I think this would be a great palette. And like I said, like on camera, it looks a lot lighter than what it is in person. I'm not saying it's just like super dark, but it's a lot darker than what it looks, what is coming off on my camera, because I'm looking at it. And also, like I said, on the website, it looked much lighter than it actually is. Alright, you guys, so another palette that I wanted to compare it to was the Natasha Denona Mini Nude palette. And this is what this looked like. You can already kind of tell. Excuse me, this is a lot kind of warmer. Even though it's nude, it's warmer than this cooler tone palette right here. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to look at this palette, which is the Mini Nude palette, and see if I see any comparisons. So, so far, this is totally different, but I'm just going to swatch it for the heck of it. So right here, I'm going to do this center lid color right here. And so that's going to be at the top. Woo! It's pigmented and it's really, really, really gold. So here it is right here, you guys. So that's out the mid-size Glam palette right here. And then this color that I'm about to swatch it against, I don't think it's the same, but we're going to see. So I'm going to swatch it right here. So this is the mid-size Glam palette, and this is the Mini Nude palette right here. So yeah, you guys, and I'm going to do this one for the heck of it. But that is much bronzier, like super, super much bronzier right here. So yeah, you guys, you can see those don't look anything alike as well. What else? That's it. Yeah, so you guys, this is the Mini Nude palette. Not too much comparison. Not really nothing alike, you guys. So yeah, so 2 down. Alright, you guys, and then another palette, another cool tone palette that I had that I wanted to see if it compared to the Natasha Denona Glam palette was my Enduring Love palette by SIDNEY Grace, and I have the palette in Deep. So here's what we're looking like. So I know we have like much brighter colors, but I just want to see if any of the colors was comparable or anything like that. So I'm going to look through this palette while looking at the Natasha Denona Glam palette and see if there's anything alike. And then you can already tell by looking at my Enduring palette in Deep that even if you have this palette, it's not enough colors just to say, oh, I don't need, you know, the Natasha Denona Glam palette if you want it. But anywho, so I'm going to, let me see. So in this palette right here is the color Smoke. So I'm going to swatch that up top. And then in my Enduring palette, I'm going to swatch the color Victoria. And those are like nude colors. So you guys probably already had those anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to swatch them just because I'm comparing the colors. So like I said, this is Smoke at the top from the Natasha Denona Glam palette. And then we're going to have Victoria under that from my Enduring SIDNEY Grace palette. So yeah, you guys, those are like totally different. Those are very, very different. Let me see what else I have in here. So I'm not going to swatch all the browns because we all know if we love eyeshadow palettes or we into makeup, we have a lot of browns. So you know what? I'm not going to waste you guys' time or my time swatching browns. So let me see. That's really it in this palette, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to swatch one more, and this is, oh, you know what? I'm going to do Albert, which is like this silvery color right here. So I'm going to do Albert right here, and then I'm going to do John under that and see what we come up with. Alright, so Albert is that silver color. So in the Natasha Denona Glam palette, I'm going to take this color right here that says center lid color right here, and it's like a silver. So I'm going to swatch that at the top. They creamy and buttery, you guys. These are very creamy and buttery. Look at this. And then this is the color that I have in my inner lid as well too. This is very pretty. Okay, so then in my Enduring palette, I'm going to swatch the shade Albert right here. Oh, okay, them kind of similar a little bit. So the top one is the Glam palette in center lid, and then this bottom one right here is from my Enduring palette in deep. It's called Albert. So yeah, those are pretty close right there. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Finally, okay. So then I have John. Do I have anything? I'm going to pause this right fast. My throat getting dry and I need to go get water. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. I had a cough attack. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. I just felt my throat getting dry. So, yeah, I had to drink some water. But anywho, you guys, so where I left off is, so now I'm going to do this color right here in John. And then I'm going to go in with, and I don't think this is the same color, but this inner color right here. So I'm going to do that inner corner color at the top. And then I'm going to do John from my Enduring palette underneath. So yeah, you guys, those are totally different. Those look more like this, which is a silver too, but it seemed like it have like a little green in it. So yeah, you guys, so this is from the mid-size Natasha Denona Glam palette. These silvers are from my Enduring palette right here. Natasha Denona Glam palette, Enduring palette right there. Alright, you guys, so I have one more palette, and I'm going to let you guys go. So the last palette that I have that I feel like might be comparable is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. And here's what that palette look like right here. So here you guys, so this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. And my Natasha Denona Mini Glam palette. So yeah, you guys, I hope you could see the colors. Let me back it up. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to look at these and see which colors I feel like is comparable. But so far, you guys, if you want this palette, I think you should get this palette, because between the palettes that I have, that I've swatched, I don't feel like it's enough colors in the palette to say if you wanted this Natasha Denona Glam palette to not get it, because I don't really see too many comparisons. Okay, so my last and final palette is the Anastasia Beverly Hills excuse me, you guys, Sultry palette. So okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, so I'm going to do this inner corner color right here, top row. Oh, that's so buttery. And then I'm going to do this pearl color right here. And so those are like different, as you can see. Those are not the same. The not the mini glam, but the glam palette, it's like more, I don't know, it's more like I don't know if it's coming off camera, but it's more like a champagne gold. And then this pearl, it's kind of like it says, it's like kind of a pearl whitish color as it appears on my hand right here. So those not the same. So now I'm going to take, it ain't really nothing else. Okay, so now I'm going to take this center eyelid color right here. And then I'm going to take Stem Punk right here. This color right here. And those are a little similar, but not really. you guys. So yeah, the one from the Glam palette is like a little cooler, and then the one from the sultry palette is a little, well, looking at them, they do look pretty much the same. I don't know why it's not showing on my camera, but you guys, yeah, these are kind of the same right here, and they both very creamy. They both very pigmented. So yeah, that's about it. Let's see. All right, then I have the Ember right here, Ember color from my sultry palette right here. So I'm going to take that one right there, and that's kind of like an olive green color. And then I'm going to take okay. So then I'll take this outer lid color right here. But you guys, these are not the same at all. Like, they're so different, you guys. Like, this one has green in it, you can tell, but it's a whole lot deeper, and they're completely, totally different. So yeah, you guys, it's not really too many colors in here that's the same. And then I'm going to do the let's see, then I'm going to do Cyborg right here from the sultry palette. And then I'm from the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I'm going to do this transition color right here, which is kind of like a silvery color. Let me wipe some. I'll do it on this side. So this is the one right here from the Glam palette called Center and Lid. And then the Cyborg right here from the sultry. So yeah, there you guys go right there. So this is the from the Glam palette, this from the sultry palette. So you guys, as you can see, there's really no comparisons. If you want this palette, you guys, if you want this palette, you should pick it up. It's not a must-have, but what palette is a must-have? So you guys, it's up to you. If you feel like you want this in your collection, if you feel like you can pass on it, I am going to keep it. I am going to play with it a little more. And I might come to you guys with another eye look, other than using like the silvers and stuff like that. But I really think this is beautiful. It looks very nice with the red lip. And then, like I said, my Dark Star Pat McGrath mascara. So you guys, let me know what you think. I hope that helped. Them the palettes that I had, that I felt like if any other palettes in my collection was comparable, those would be it. But as you can see, they're not comparable. The colors are different. Maybe 2 or 3 colors maybe was comparable, you guys. So yeah, like I always say, YouTube family, thank you for spending time with me out your day. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this helped. Like I always say, stay safe, stay real. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, YouTube family, peace out. And sorry about my dog, you guys. Somebody at the door.